as we roll on here on Random Topic Night, featuring the Wheel of Grabas, of course. Our next contestant up for his 2 minutes is Brad Stein of Team Souk. There you go, Brad. Your microphone's right there on the corner of the table. And while he's getting set, Nicole will spin the wheel. We'll see what we've got cooked up for Brad here. All righty. There it is. Okie doke. It's a simple one, but plenty of ways to go. Your topic, Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods. Brad, you have 2 minutes.
Tiger Woods on the 9. Tiger Woods getting ready for a big putt. If Tiger Woods sinks this, he'll win not first, not fifth, not 10th, but 40th place in the 2013 PGA Championship. We got to be really quiet. Why am I whispering? I have no clue, but I just want to be sophisticated right now. Tiger Woods, 40th place for Tiger. We don't talk about Jason Duffner, the likable guy who wins the 2013 PGA Championship. Why do we always talk about Tiger Woods? Because he's larger than the sport of golf. It's always about Tiger Woods. It doesn't matter what Jason Duffner does. He's got a beer gut. He looks like the type of guy you want to get a burger with. You want to drink a beer from Auburn. Nice guy. Phil Mickelson. He's a second story. The third story is Jason Duffner, but it's all about Tiger Woods. It all comes back to, what did Tiger Woods do? Doesn't matter if he finished first, 10th, 3rd, or 40th, because Tiger Woods, like LeBron James, is bigger, larger, greater than the sport itself. Everybody wants to know what he's doing, how does he go upon his interview? When does he lose? When does he win? Everything is Tiger Woods, Tiger Woods, Tiger Woods. Sometimes I get so sick of hearing about Tiger Woods, but what are you going to do? If you're watching golf, do you really care what Jason Duffner did? It's so insignificant. It's all about Tiger Woods, what he did, what he didn't do, why did he accomplish something, and it's captivating television, just like watching LeBron James or any of these big stars, Peyton Manning, because those are the big guys, those are the ones who draw, increase the viewership, and that's what gets our attention. We gravitate towards them on the camera, on the radio, not Jason Duffner. I feel bad for a guy like Duffner because he's a good guy. He won the 2013 PGA Championship, but we're just more prone to talk about Tiger Woods.
All righty. There you go, Brad. Hang up here for a little bit. Let's get some thoughts with the guy who's got some serious game on the golf course, Taylor Danforth.
Yeah, Brad, the obvious one, I thought you did a really good job. I thought to start, you were the most relaxed of anyone, and you had the most passion of anyone that we've seen thus far. Obviously, they kind of stumbled, but I thought you recovered from that. You had a really good opinion to start with. Look, I am sick of Tiger Woods' coverage when he's not relevant, but I'd like to see you kind of expand on that and say how that's going to translate moving forward in the future. But I thought as far as passion goes and delivery, I thought you were the best one so far in terms of being relaxed. It's going to happen where you're going to have pauses, but you worked through that. It's pretty obvious that was a little bit of a problem, but I thought you did a good job from a passion and an energy standpoint.
Ryan Cooley, who has no game on the course.
No, absolutely not. So you went from the best to the worst, but I completely agree with Taylor. You came out of the gate, you were really confident. You lost it there for a second, but the beauty of radio is nobody sees you. So you kind of gathered your thoughts. If I was just listening to you, I wouldn't have realized that you lost where you were going. So I could see that in your face, a little bit of panic, but man, you brought it back at the end, and I thought you took a topic that probably wasn't your favorite one on the wheel, but you made it your own, and you had a lot of confidence. So I thought you did a great job.
All right, let's get a word from your coach, Souk.
I thought you did a great job. The first minute was the best we've seen. It was like you were confident, you were relaxed, and that's going to play out. The thing I'll tell you, that pause to you probably seemed like an hour, but Ryan made a real good point on the radio. Jim Rome pauses like 18 seconds in between everything he says. It's not as bad as you think it is. And so if you do find yourself in that moment where you're like, oh crap, I don't have it, breathe, relax, and you have time to think of something. If you end up pausing 5-6 seconds, it's not the end of the world. It just seems longer than that, especially when you're in a situation like this, you're in front of people, but it really wasn't that bad. You just need to kind of compose yourself, take a deep breath, and figure out where you want to go next, kind of that train of thought. It's a difficult thing. It happens to everyone, but I thought you were the best one so far.
All righty. Thank you very much, Brad. Nice job. And now we'll switch it back over to Team Isaac here. Hunt for the host. It's Random Topic Night. Our 16 semifinalists will whittle it down to 12 before next Wednesday here at the Lloyd District Buffalo Wild Wings. So coming up, our next contestant is Jackson Gillette. We'll have Jackson come up. He'll get the microphone, and that'll mean that Nicole gets to spin the wheel one more time. All righty. We'll see what topic we have here for Jackson. All righty. Your topic, the Timbers' effect on Portland. The Timbers' effect on Portland. Jackson, you have 2 minutes.
You hear me? I was kind of hoping this would be like Cliff Clavin when he went on Jeopardy, and every topic he would get would be like, beer, Mariners, Pac-12 football. But of course, I get the Timbers. I got to be honest. I'm one of those people. I grew up. My father was a rugby player. My father was a football player. I played football my entire life. Played semi-pro. Played in the Arena League and all that fun stuff. I was one of those people where if you didn't make varsity in a normal sport, then you relied on soccer. I know I'm alienating a lot of the liberal media and the liberal fans in Portland, but I will say this. I'm excited about the Timbers because they bring a lot of fans out. I know I have 2 sons myself. They both wrestle. They play football. They play baseball. Kind of the typical all-American sports, the all-American kids. I was a United States Marine. You don't exactly see a lot of Marines gathered around the TV, watching soccer and pumped up about soccer. But I can say my kids, I know they went out there for a field trip, and they went out there for the Timbers Army, and they actually had a blast. And they came back saying, "Dad, this is great. Let's go back out there. Let's have a good time." I will say this. People I've talked to about soccer all throughout the country, a lot of people are playing it and it's big, but I got to be honest, I think it's more big in other countries where they don't readily have baseball diamonds available. They don't have basketball courts that they can just go walk up and play. I'm one of those people who, like I said, grew up baseball, football guy, so soccer was never my thing. The last thing I'll say on soccer is David Beckham, though, He might join Sook's list of a man crush. David Beckham's a handsome, handsome man. I got to say that, but that's my take on soccer.
All righty. Thank you, Jackson. Nice job there. Let's go to our program director, Jeff Austin. We've had some odd, purposely vague, just a touch out of the mainstream topics. How are the guys handling it there?
Yeah, and that's tough. I mean, when soccer is the topic, but it really was the impact of the Timbers. So even if soccer's not in your wheelhouse, Portland is. And the Timbers have had a huge impact on Portland. Even if it's a segment of people, it's at least 20,000 people, right? And some of those people are going to be in your audience. So it's okay to talk, even if you don't love the sport, that's fine. But you want to at least talk about the economic impact they've had, maybe a cultural impact, even the way they spur heated discussion over beers in a place like Buffalo Wild Wings about the validity of soccer or lack thereof. So I thought you did a good job of hitting part of the way there, but I would like to have heard you maybe make more of a socio-economic impact of soccer on the city of Portland.
All righty. What'd you think, Dusty?
I'm not a soccer fan either, and it's hard to sell it, but I thought you did a good enough job of dancing around it, and that's part of the game that Isaac and Sook both do, and they avoid soccer altogether, which is something that you'll be able to do. But when you don't have a choice in the matter, and sometimes you do have to talk about things like that, but always bringing it back to your kids, I think that was good. It's a tough topic for you, but anytime you can bring in your kids and how they relate back to it, there's going to be other people that think the same thing.
All right, Coach Isaac.
Hello.
What do you think?
First of all, alienating is not a word, my man, but I think that you're one of the favorites in this competition because I know you. I don't know some of these guys here, but you've called into our show many times. I know you know sports. And the thing that I will say, I agree a lot with what Jeff said, and Dusty, actually. You missed the mark on that one. I think the topic threw you off a little bit. You could have done better with the topic, and I think you probably know that. But the thing I liked about what you did was you didn't fake anything. This is my experience with soccer. This is how I feel about soccer. It was very you. And the biggest thing about lasting power in radio is the host. You can't fake anything. People will call you out. they'll know. You'll expose yourself. You just have to be you. And if soccer's not your thing, you kind of got to raw deal with the topic. You faked your way through it. Probably could have been better, but I still like you, and I think you're going to be good in this competition.
All righty. Thank you very much, Jackson. Jackson Gillette there, our 5th contestant here in our round of 16 random topic night. But let's go back to Travis Demers.
All right, Jason, thank you very much. And I mentioned it earlier, we're going to have 5 people in the bottom 5 tonight, and the listeners are going to be able to vote on